NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Lawrence on first down. There's Chark with a great grab. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
He dumps it off to Matthews. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance. And
he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Mond. It's caught by Mike Evans. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Mond going to throw it. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Now a throw here to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Mon. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big play there for the Raiders.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Now Mon. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. He's at the 50.
Time,
30. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mon looks to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10, Mon. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mon. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there for the Raiders.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll run with ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Carter. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
Here's Mon. They're going for it. Touchdown! That's caught. Stephen Carter, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Oh, able to avoid him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Lawrence will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So brings up a 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They stay on the ground. This time it's Matthews. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down and 4. Lawrence looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. There he goes left side. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Mond. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Back to throw here. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
7-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Mond. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw again on second down. Mond. That's caught by Waller out left side. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 67 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go play action with Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Trucks over him. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break 10.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Jaguars 28, Raiders 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, Lawrence. And he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there out of the running game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go. 60 out block. Yep. 52. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 35, Raiders 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
40's Mike. Check pass.
3rd down from the gun, it's Mond. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Vegas.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Check nickel.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Here's Mond. Caught left side, it's Beckham. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
On 4th down, Mond. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 152 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mond. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Raiders' 14-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
On 3rd down, Matthews. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. That sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
At the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mond. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Mond. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 29. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people